Hey, I'm Angela Sharpe.
And I'm Colin Currie.
And welcome to today's Daily Mix.
Yep.
Woo, it's great to see you again.
How have you been,
I
Angela
know.
Sharpe?
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
We haven't seen each other in forever.
I'm so excited to be back
Me too.
here.
Me too. We got a
We're
lot
gonna
to talk about.
Yeah, and we're going to tell you everything that's going on in and around St. Louis, keeping you in the mix. Now, I got to go.
Move?
That's my new move.
Is that a new?
That's my new one. You like it?
Yeah.
I got to go hang out at the St. Louis Auto Show, and that was a lot of fun. We checked out all the $1 Million Mile, and they had the classic cars, and of course they had your standard, you know, Fords and Chevys.
That was downtown, right?
It was downtown, yeah.
Downtown.
Plus they had Von Gittin Jr., the famous drifter. He was down there, and then outside he was drifting, and get this, people could win rides with him. I wasn't lucky enough to get to do that, but you could win a ride drifting with Von Gittin. You had to sign up.
Like a raffle?
Yeah, it was like a raffle.
Randomly.
And then random raffle, you could have rode around with him. It's really neat.
That
Plus, they had the carts down there from Gateway and the little go-karts. And while we were there, we saw one of them crash, which was also kind of neat.
Which is, go-karts crashing is always
It's always fun. If you missed that, I got a whole video up on it on the STL TV's YouTube channel, so you should check it out.
The Super Bowl. I know you guys did miss that. It was kind of disappointing for me, though.
Well, they say defense wins championships, and that was the most boring game
that's what they say.
I've ever watched.
All the time.
Because the defense was the only ones really playing.
I just wanted Camden to kind of.
I really wanted him to do well.
It to be an exciting, very exciting,
he was
last
playing against the best defense in the NFL, though.
So. Obviously, see you, Angela Sharpe's rooting for, so let's move it.
I wasn't rooting for anybody, to be honest.
How do you feel about the halftime show and the commercials and all that?
Commercials are usually my favorite part of Super Bowl,
right.
But you know, this year the commercials really weren't all that memorable, except for, of course, Terry Crouppen with his, Slam Stand, which I think last time I checked was actually still trending. It was still trending. Did you get to see that? Where he went on a little kind of rant about how much he doesn't like Stan Kroenke and his thievery of the Rams from us.
I gotta go catch that.
You have to see it.
I didn't see the whole commercial. I want to comment on it.
He kind of integrated his own line in there just because you can do it doesn't mean it's right. And it's good. It was good. It was definitely the highlight of the day for me.
Okay, I gotta see it now.
And then, of course, Steve Harvey, making on his jokes. Remember how he falsely named the wrong winner? Okay, right. Yeah. So they played on that. T-Mobile did a commercial against, I don't know, a different thing.
The Drake commercial. Drake had a...
Drake had a little, and it's also also T-Mobile. So T-Mobile had a lot of play.
Spent a lot of money this year.
Pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah,
Steve Harvey has really rode that thing to the grave.
I'm a Steve
He's
Harvey
making
fan.
a lot of money on that.
Right.
Which I don't think was a mistake. I think he did it on purpose. Now, you can name a Bronx Zoo Madagascar hissing cockroach. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but maybe you want to send it to your loved one or an ex-loved one. Yeah, you can name a hissing cockroach after somebody you know, and then they will send them a digital certificate saying, hey, you know what? You've been named after a cockroach.
And this is for Valentine's Day. And we were just joking a little while ago that you can name your ex a cockroach for Valentine's Day. So I don't want anybody to miss out on this really once-of-a-lifetime opportunity. This year, they sweetened the pot, too, with a little, with the option to add chocolate-covered cockroach certificate, and a printed certificate as well. So you get a little more bang for your buck. But that option is already sold out.
So I had so many people I was going to send that to. Shoot, that would have been awesome.
Angela's a heartbreaker.
I'm not a heartbreaker. I just think cockroaches are cool. Plus, the donation helps protect the roaches and other animals there. So that's pretty cool. Well, let's get started on today's Daily Mix. This weekend was Mardi Gras here in St. Louis. Mardi Gras in St. Louis is actually the second biggest Mardi Gras, of course, behind New Orleans, which is pretty awesome. And I got to hang out in serious awesome style. So Brett Hall, the Hall of Famer Brett Hall, number 16 from your St. Louis Blues, He was the Grand Marshal of the parade, which means we got to go #1. Of course, I was with him on the Blues Cruiser. We got to go #1. There's a photo of him right there, and all of the people down there. It was pretty cool to hear everybody yelling, "Let's go Blues," and to see all the Hall number 16 signs. There's me
Angela.
and some of the Blue crew. Plus, I had a microphone up there, and I was yelling at some of the people down there.
Shaking hands, kissing babies.
That's right. There we are. There's Brett and me, and of course Louie right there on the Blues Cruiser, which was the lead off of the parade. And I just love that job. And Brett Hall is so nice. So it was so cool to be a part of Mardi Gras here in St. Louis.
I was actually at the parade for a good majority.
I saw
you
snapped me.
A good majority of the parade. Before the parade, I went to Broadway Oyster Bar. They had a Kegs and Eggs event. It was really great. It was really great. They had food, like breakfast food, like biscuits and gravy and eggs, which I don't really like. I don't know if you like eggs.
I don't really like breakfast food.
Oh, you're weird. Okay. I love breakfast food. Just not eggs. But it was great. It was just a lot of drunk people and drunk, non-hungry people all in one.
It was such great weather. It had a huge turnout. So many people were down there because it was so nice and warm. And now it's snowing today. So.
And tomorrow is Tuesday.
Right.
Not today.
Fat
It probably
Tuesday.
will be snowing tomorrow
That's
too.
right.
But it's Fat Tuesday. But there won't be a parade this year. Organizers are drawing. It's kind of hard drawing spectators in with the cold weather like this. So it's always been a challenge. So they're taking on the celebration indoors. So hopefully we'll hear what's going on with that.
Well, you can celebrate Fat Bluesday with us at the St. Louis Blues game. Blues versus Jets. We're going to have all sorts of Mardi Gras festivities. We're going to have live music from the Charles Glenn Band actually inside. That's a photo from it in the concourse. We're actually going to be in the bowl. It's going to be really cool. He's going to be right there in the bowl so you can hear him during live game action. Plus, we have a beer garden. We're going to have some really cool giveaways. And, of course, a New Orleans-inspired food for Fat Bluesday.
Fat Bluesday.
That's right. And then we're also getting ready for our annual Blues Blood Drive. That's with Fox Sports Midwest, Anthem, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and the American Red Cross. That's Wednesday, February 17th from 1 to 7. Now, there's 8 locations in Missouri and Illinois, and it's really fun because the donators get this really cool T-shirts right there on your screen. And plus, you know, they always need blood over there, so it's a good way to give back. Plus, you get a cool T-shirt, redcrossblood.org.
And speaking of blood drives, Comptroller Darlene Green is giving thanks to everyone who came out to this to City Hall's last week to donate at their blood drive. She'll be sponsoring another drive in August, so if you missed out on the last one, make sure you're there.
That's right. They always say they're always in need of blood, especially the awesome blood that can go to anybody. So if you have that, donate.
If you got the popular,
that's right.
Popular
if
strand.
You're fancy. Speaking of the comptroller, she is sponsoring free tax preparations and banking consultations.
You got
consultations.
It.
I'm having a hard time today.
Words.
Yeah, words. Talking for a living.
Right.
For low to moderate earners, senior citizens, and individuals with disabilities.
These are free events. They'll take place on Wednesday, February 10th and 17th from 4:30 to 8:30 at the William J. Harrison Education Center across from Vashon High School.
That's cool. Now, in addition to the tax help you can get, there's also First Financial representatives. They'll offer second chance opportunities for opening free savings and checking accounts and provide consultations on other banking services.
For more information and a full list of items to bring, visit the National Association of Black Accountants at naba-stl.org/VITA. That's VITA. The St. Louis Public Library and Washington University Libraries introduced their new African American Communities collection on Thursday. There are local dignitaries and community leaders join the two groups to celebrate the historic alliance.
Yeah, there's a collection. This collection spotlights St. Louis, Chicago, Atlanta, New York, and North Carolina. There's pamphlets, newspapers, periodicals. There's official records that give an overall view of African American communities in those areas and the challenges faced dealing with racism, discrimination, and integration.
Only a few libraries across the country have access to this valuable collection, and we, St. Louisans, are fortunate enough to have one of them. The library cardholders can access the online collection at any of the St. Louis Public Library branches.
That's pretty cool. Definitely probably should check that out.
You definitely should. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in our city that sometimes goes unnoticed.
That's right, and that's one of those things that you wouldn't necessarily know about. Something else you might not know about, especially you, Colin, since you're not probably into playing with American Girl dolls. I'm guessing.
I'm not.
But my sister was huge into them back when she was little.
Don't blame it on your sister. Was that you or your sister?
It was actually my sister.
All right.
I was always a Barbie fan. She was American Girl doll fan.
Okay.
So in 2016, American Girl of the Year, her name is Leah Clark. Now she's a little doll. She's right there on your screen. She apparently lives in Lafayette Square. Now her backstory is that her mom is restoring a home in Old North, and her dad is a WashU professor. She, of course, eats at Ted Drew's, and she roots for the St. Louis Cardinals.
American Girl says the book, Leah and Camilla, is the first of 3 books to be set in Leah's hometown. Throughout the book, the pair visit Coca, the City Museum, the History Museum, the Arch, Soulard Market, and the Jewel Box. And of course, they go to a Cardinals game and enjoy some famous frozen custard from Ted
You know where
Drew's.
I think they should have went? They should go to the Muni.
Emos.
And the Muni. They should go to both those.
Maybe
we can make a 4th book.
They should definitely go to the Muni.
Yeah,
the Muni
a 4th book. We'll write it if we have to.
The girls should have checked out the half and half while they were out exploring St. Louis. Clayton Cafe recently made Time Out's list of the 15 best pancakes in America for the mouth-watering Clara cakes. Tell us more about
That's
Clara
right.
cakes.
These are named after Chef Randolph's daughter. Now, they're fluffy and light, and they come covered in raspberry sauce. And if you really want to be healthy, you can have them cooked in bacon grease.
Bacon grease. Only if you really want to be healthy.
Want to be healthy.
It probably tastes really good.
I'm sure it's delicious.
You just gotta take a day
it's
off.
Delicious. It's your cheat day. Everybody gets one cheat day a week. This is when you eat that.
It's like a cheat 4 days in that one day. You can check them out Tuesday through Saturday for breakfast or lunch. Half and half, STL.com for more information on that. I might try that one weekend.
I'll give it a shot, especially if it's cooked in bacon grease.
Yes. I don't really like raspberry sauce.
Well, I'm sure you can put that on the side, dip it.
If bacon grease is, it might be all right.
I think the bacon will be top notch. We have a new visitor to the zoo. A baby Columbus monkey was born at the St. Louis Zoo's primary house last month. Its name is Ziggy. Now that's in honor of David Bowie, who actually passed away the same day he was born. Now get this, the monkey is born all white, but then as they grow up, they become mostly black with white around their face, arms, legs, and tail, which is kind of cool.
The monkey is found in East and Central Africa. Ziggy's birthplace is part of the Association of the Zoos and Aquariums Colorado Species Survival Plan. He is fitting right in with his new family where all the members have a role in caring for him. As we can see on the screen, looks like he's having a great time.
That's pretty cool. You can go see Ziggy and the family over there at the primary house at the St. Louis Zoo.
Ziggy was a cool looking little fella.
That's a cool name too.
The St. Louis Zoo was among many attractions successfully meeting magazine's noted when featuring St. Louis in the February issue as a city worth considering.
From unique attractions, restaurants, and shops to $5 billion worth of investments across the region. St. Louis is making a name as a great destination for visiting groups.
Explore St. Louis's Brian Hall adds that with a vibrant convention package bolstered by a multi-billion-dollar transformation, there's never been a better time to book a flight to St. Louis. He didn't say the last part, but
you added that. That's okay. Also included in the article are the mention of over 7,000 downtown guest rooms, new restaurants and entertainment venues, and of course the America Center Convention Complex.
They also included the much-anticipated National Blues Museum. You can read the full article at successfulmeetings.com under top destinations.
Now, speaking of that National Blues Museum, it is also listed on Smithsonian.com as one of the 12 new museums in the world, the whole world, that you must visit in 2016. That's a huge honor, the whole world.
The whole world. Oyster.com also includes the museum as one of 11 awesome sites you can only see this year. Of course, the museum will be open beyond 2016, but the upcoming grand opening will only happen once.
Yeah, and both lists note the museum's interactive technology and artifact-driven exhibits, as well as theater, special event space, and classroom space devoted to all things blues.
The museum opens on April 2nd, and they are hiring right now.
Get a job.
They're looking for a retail store manager. You can find out more about the position and everything the museum will have to offer at nationalbluesmuseum.org. Make sure you check out nationalbluesmuseum.org. And there'll be more exciting changes coming to downtown. Work has begun on transforming Union Station's indoor and outdoor spaces.
That's really cool. There's going to be a train park outdoor experience. It'll feature a 200-foot tall observation wheel, a new food train park under the facility's train shed. They're adding green spaces, light shows, and a fountain, and get this, fire show.
Inside, they also plan to convert the existing mall area into a 48 train-themed hotel room and a 30,000 square foot of new private event space. The new hotel rooms will reflect the historic railroads that originally appeared at St. Louis Union Station while keeping it modern with 50-inch TVs, hardwood floors, and walk-in showers.
Yeah, and there is going to be more in the works. An additional 75,000 square feet of indoor space is currently being reviewed as a site of a major family attraction. Of course, the details on that will be announced in the spring.
You can check out more about that story at stlouisunionstation.com for all the details.
All right, I'm pretty positive that the next person we have in here is probably the most famous person we've ever had on the Daily Mix. It's Puddin Pop from the Puppy Bowl. You know, everybody knows the Puppy Bowl goes along with that. Plus, we have Kayla and Donna here. Kayla is the mommy, and Donna from Stray Rescue, all here hanging out with Puddin Pop. I guess we have to ask first, how does a dog get selected for the Puppy Bowl?
Good question.
From her cute picture. We got an email from Animal Planet asking for puppies, and we sent in 4 dogs, and from the pictures, they picked Puddin.
That's so awesome. Now she's obviously bigger now than she was for the Puppy Bowl.
Right.
When did they film that?
Last October.
Last October.
How is that all facilitated, the Puppy Bowl? For somebody who knows nothing about what a Puppy Bowl would be about, can we give a brief synopsis of what goes on there?
Well, for the actual filming, you mean?
I mean, like for the actual, what do the dogs actually do in the?
They actually, they set up like a fake football field.
Yeah.
So they have puppies of different ages. They actually have 2 teams. They call Team Rough and Team Fluff.
Team Rough and Team Fluff.
And which one was Puddin Pop on?
The winning team, Team Rough.
Team Rough,
yeah.
Rough.
Her team actually did end up winning.
Okay.
They kind of just put the dogs out on a fake playing field.
Right.
Not all at once. They do limit, like, I think there was maybe 8 puppies at a time on the field, but they put a lot of stuffed toys and try to get them to interact with each other.
It's fun. It seems like it will be
That's
fun.
really how they do it. They pick up the toy, they run it over the end line, and it's touchdown or field goal. And,
Gotcha.
And Donna, you're the one who took Puddin over there, right?
Yes.
So what was the experience like for you?
Well, in addition to the long drive, no, it was actually a lot of fun. It was really nice to have the dogs, and she was great in the hotels. It was fun to see them in the hotel, and she enjoyed her breakfast waffles for sure.
Of course.
And yeah, she got to go to Times Square. She went to Central Park. She actually sat on the back of a motorcycle of one of the Central Park cops.
Oh, cool.
How fun is that?
Yeah, she rode in one of the bike taxis.
And she wrote us a little brief email about everything she did too. So she's a great writer.
Yeah, she's a wonderful writer.
Yes.
She told us all about her experience. Now, Kayla, when did you get involved and find Puddin Pop?
I actually went to Stray Rescue and volunteered with my work. And while I was there, her foster mom came in with one of her siblings, and I just fell in love. And she's like, well, she's still up for adoption, so you can have her. Fill out an application and everything. I'm like, okay, I will. And so she became my wedding gift.
Oh, she's your wedding gift.
Gotcha.
What a cute story is that?
Yeah.
Now, over at Stray Rescue, you guys really like volunteers. Can anybody volunteer, or do you have to volunteer with work like Kayla did?
Nope, anybody 18 and over, we actually have to have kind of an age limit because of working with the dogs. But we always use volunteers, and whether you can only volunteer an hour a week or 40 hours a week, we can use everybody. So. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys also have something really cool going on where you've got the matching donations. You've got a grant. Yeah, a matching grant, which is really cool. So basically right now, if you want to donate to Stray Rescue, your dollar almost is like $2. So you can go to their website for that.
Now's the best time to donate. That's what they just said.
Exactly.
Right. Now is the best time.
And they've got you guys also take care of a lot of. I was reading about the donations, and most of that is going to medical expenses. Yes. And on StrayRescue.org, you can see all of the sad stories of some of those dogs, and it really gets you.
It got you?
Got my heart.
I thought you were a tough guy.
I know. I thought I was a tough guy too, but it really does it. It kind of gets your heart. How cute is Puddin Pop? Just adorably laying down here on the ground.
Let's get a shot of Puddin Pop before she gets up. You can't even see it.
There she is, right there. having a good time. And there's plenty of dogs for adoption too, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So what's the process like that if someone wants to adopt a dog?
Well, if they're coming into the shelter, first of all, a lot of our dogs are online, so they can go try to find the perfect match online.
Fall in love instantly.
Right. Fill out an application, and then if you have other dogs in the home, we like to do meet and greets to make sure that it's a good match. So we really try up front to match a dog. You know, you don't want somebody that's kind of a couch potato getting a dog that needs to run 5 miles a day. So we try to work out things like that. But it's a pretty easy process. Just fill out the application, and if it's a dog in foster, we put you in touch with the foster parent. If it's one in the shelter, then we ask that you come in and we talk to you about various dogs that we have there and just try to find you the right match.
That's adorable. Now, Kayla, what's it been like having a famous dog as you've been doing kind of a tour now of these kind of TV kind of interviews?
It's a whirlwind. I told people, I'm like, God, this is probably the closest I'll ever get to a famous person. It's my dog.
It's your dog.
So I've been on numerous news sets and everything, and I'm just like, holy cow, I did not expect it to be
Not expected, but the puppy bowl is a big deal, especially to those people who love dogs and not so much into the football. They love the puppy bowl. And you guys had a watch party.
We did. Yesterday at Cyberg's, we did a watch party, and it was a ton of fun.
And Puddin was there, right there.
Yeah, she did autographs.
Autographs. It's the coolest thing ever. If you want to find out more about Stray Rescue, you certainly can on their website. Their information is right there on your channel. Thank you, Donna and Kayla, for bringing Puddin Pop out here so we could talk with her. And if you want to find out more information, definitely check out Stray Rescue. And as always, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that other fun stuff. You can also drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. Of course, we want to hear from you.
And now that is it for the Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis with us and Puddin Pop.
We'll see you next time.
See you.